So after this completion of the IQ stage, the next important step is the filling up of the SSR. That is filling up of your self-study report that we call in NAC. So this is one of the very important stage that when we are applying for this SSR, so what happens? After your IQ gets accepted, that means your institution information for quality assessment, it gets accepted. So within 45 days from the acceptance of IAQA, you have to fill up your SSR. That means if your IQ gets accepted today, 22nd, so from today, within 45 days, you have to submit a SSR. And SSR is a very lengthy process because the quantitative metrics, it comprises of 70%, and you have to give the data along with the supporting documents. So it will take a lot of time for this. So we request the higher education institutions that when they're applying for SSR, before applying for SSR, they should be ready with a draft copy of SSR. So question would come in your mind, how without applying to NAC, how can you get your SSR ready? As already told by me, each and every information is available on NAC website. We have the manuals, entire manuals with the details of the matrices, what sort of questions you are asking the SSR, the data templates. What is the data template also I'll cover in this SSR formats also. Standard operating procedures, glossary, everything is available on NAC website. If you browse through it, you will be able to have an idea about the NAC assessment and accreditation process. That's why we're telling we are very transparent, robust, and objective. So the second important step after IAQ, that is the first step, is online submission of your self-study report. So this online submission of a self-study report, it comprises of this important parts. One is the profile of institution, extended profile, QIF, that is quality indicator framework, data templates, documents, executive summary, payment of first installment, student details for survey, submit SSR. So I'll cover each and every points of this in details, what exactly we mean by these terminologies. The first is the profile of the institution. Profile of the institution, it's very simple like any basic profile of any HR individual. We ask the details of the institution in terms of the name, the address, where exactly they are located, and for communication, the details in terms of the head of the institution, maybe a principal, the vice chancellor, but please give the email ID belonging to the institution specific. The status of the institution, whether it's a center university, state university, private university, affiliated colleges, standalone colleges, autonomous colleges, academic information in terms of details of all the programs which are currently a part of the institutions has to be filled while filling up the your SSR. The positions, that means the details of the faculty, total permanent staff, non-teaching staff, teaching staff, ad hoc, everything, all details has to be filled. The technical staff also, qualification, their PhD, postgraduate, MPhil, NET, all those qualification details to be submitted. Details of all the students who are enrolled in different programs and the courses which are the part of these programs. Location, the geographical location in terms of state, city, tehsil, district where the institution is located, and details of AQR. If you have subsequent cycles, then details of all such AQRs that has to be submitted or has been submitted to NAC. As already told you, this is a unique HI portal, how it looks like. The first step, the profile of the SSR, will filling up the details out here. The second important is extended profile. So what do we mean by this extended profile? Extended profile is a very important aspect while you're filling up your SSR, where whatever data you will be giving in this matrix or this profile, there are certain other related metrics where the automatically whatever inputs are giving the values for those metrics also gets calculated. You will not need to submit any separate data or documents for that. So what are the questions which are there in the extended profile? One is this pertaining the program, the numbers of the programs which are there in an institution during the last 5 years, number of departments. In terms of student, we ask total number of students year-wise during the last 5 years, number of final year students or the students who will be passing out, number of students who have appeared in the university exams who have passed, and number of students who have applied for the revaluation also. Academic in terms of total number of sanctioned posts, total number of seats filled also, total number of full-time teachers, total number of courses across all programs which are being offered by the institution during the last 5 years. And in terms of institution, we ask the total expenditure in terms of which we exclude the salary, total number of classrooms, total number of seminar halls, number of seats earmarked, and out of this, how many has been regulated by the GUI, private state governments or government tools, number of eligible applications received for admissions to all the programs year-wise during the last 5 years. The third important is the quality indicator framework. Quality indicator framework here means the questions, what were the questions we are asking? We have segregated into 7 criteria. The 7 criteria, these are basically curricular aspects, teaching, learning, evaluation, research, innovation, extension, infrastructure, learning resources, students of appropriation, governance, leadership, management, institution values, and best practice. All these criteria, they are further delineated into key indicators, and key indicators, they are delineated into matrices. So what are the meanings of these key indicators and matrices? So this is actually the table is how it looks like. So the criteria, if you see out here for the universities and the autonomous college, it's 7-7 uniform everywhere. And I told you now the colleges we have segregated into PG and UG. Key indicators 34, 34, 31, 32. Quality metrics 36, 35. Quantity 79, 70. Total matrices now we have reduced to 115 and 107, 93, 96. So this is the overall segregation in terms of the criteria, key indicators, quality metrics, quantity metrics, total qualitative and quantitative metric. For a better understanding, I have made further delineations also. So for university autonomous, so the weightages of criteria is 1000, key indicator 34, quantity metrics, the weight is 736. For autonomous 678, quality metrics 264, autonomous here 322. Same way for PG and UG. And for more better understanding, I have delineated how many qualitative metrics and quantitative metrics are there in each criteria. Suppose for first criteria, there are 2 qualitative, 6 for second, 4 for 3, for fourth criteria, 6, 2, then 9, then 7, and the weightages are also given out. The same way quantitative metrics for each criteria and the weightage. And overall, we have 36 qualitative metrics. The total weight is 264, and for quantitative metrics 79, and the weightage is 736. Clubbing all, it will come to 1000. So, what are the important things when an institution is applying for SSR? They have to keep in mind. First, please have the most important aspects while filling up your SSR is the basic understanding of metrics. That is question. What exactly is question? What we are asking for? For example, in one of the question we asked for, please provide the extract budget statement allocated for infrastructure. So we are very specific out here that we want extract budget statement which is allocated for infrastructure. We don't want other balance sheets such as whatever we spend on library, books, all that we are not asking. We are asking which is very particular to infrastructure, and please highlight it, which should be duly signed, seal and stamped by CA if you are a college, if you are a university, by the finance officer. Data and information. What sort of data we are asking? For quantitative metrics, we are asking for data inputs, documents, supporting documents. For qualitative, we are asking you to write with the specific word limits. Please upload relevant supporting documents where it is asked. We have came across where we are asking for number of prizes for international sports events. So we have seen the people who have uploaded the documents pertaining to extension activities. We are asking number of prizes for sports events, not for extension activities. Please go through the NAC manuals and guidelines which are available on the website. Each and every institutions, depending on the diversity, we have made an attempt to have manuals separately for each of them. Data template supporting documents and links, please go through the standard operating procedures. What sort of documents we are asking in standard operating procedure, that is specified out here. I'll show you later the DV process, how exactly the standard operating procedure looks like. Please go through the SOP, which is very helpful for you to understand SSR. Go through the glossary at the end of the page. Go through the guidelines very meticulously. For each matrix, there is a tooltip. Tooltip here means there is a basic commonality understanding we have kept for the HES in order to understand what exactly this question means and what we are expecting from the institution. The file size for each quantity matrix, the file size limit is 5 MB. If you have more than 5 MB size, please don't host it on Google Drive or any third-party drive. Host it on your website. Give a link in the matrix for which you have the file size more than 5 MB. Ensure that the website link, whatever you're giving, it's functional. Please be careful when we're asking you details in terms of unit of measurement. We have asked, suppose we're asking you total expenditure on salary. Please give the details in lakhs. We have seen that people are giving the values in crores. So please try to understand the metrics. Please go through the SOP also. We're asking the values in lakhs, not crores. Go through the glossary and understanding of the metrics. This is a screenshot of the glossary. If you see out in the first academic audit, we have very meticulously defined what is academic audit as pertaining to NAAC assessment and accreditation process. An exercise which serves to provide assurance that the delegate responsibilities for quality and standards of academic provisions are being appropriately discharged. Same way, each and every terminology in the manuals is properly and meticulously defined. If you go through it, you will understand what exactly we mean by the terms which are using in the manuals. So proper documentation and timely documentation is very important when you're applying for NAAC process. So I have kept an example of what is qualitative and quantitative metrics. If you see out here the word L, QLM, wherever this word would be used in the manual, that means the quality metrics, as already told by you. See if there is a description limit which you have kept, that is 500 words, and whatever the details you're giving out here will be validated by the PA teams during the on-site visit. Same way quantitative metrics, see QNM is quantitative metrics. You have to give a value, you have to give details, and this is a description of what you have to upload. Minutes of relevant academic BOS meetings, institutional data in prescribed manner. This is the weightage. This is what we tell is matrices. This is sub-matrix. Means a question, the sub-question out here. The key indicators is that the indicator name 1.2 academic flexibility, and this is a part of the first criteria. So what exactly is a data template? Data template in layman language is a simple Excel file, but it's not that simple, because for each quantity matrix we have given a data templates where we specify what is the sort of information that is to be filled by the HEI. That means the columns and the rows which are provided, you have to give the details in such columns and rows only. You cannot alter, you cannot delete, you cannot change it. But however, if you have more information, you can add on to it. Don't change, delete, alter, add on to it. As per the templates, please give the supporting documents, go through the SOP regularly. Please go through the glossary, go through the guidelines. I'm keeping on repeating it again and again. So this is an example of data templates. If you see the question, it's a quantitative matrix, percentage of programs in which CBCS system, elective course system has been implemented, the weightage, and this is the format: program code, program name, year of introduction, status of implementation, year of implementation, link to relevant document. Apart from this, you can add on it, but this cannot be changed or altered or deleted, and the information has to be given in this form only. So for your better understanding, what sort of quantitative metrics we are asking? The first basic type is where we ask you the data in terms of year-wise data for the last 5 years. Cumulatively, we are asking year-wise for the last 5 years. An example I have kept out here, average teachers with PhD, DM, MCH, DNM, super specialty. And if you see, I have kept an example 5 years, 15, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20. Second important type is that where we ask the block year data. Block year data means collectively together for all 5 years. So an example is percentage of new courses introduced of the total number of courses across all programs offered during the last 5 years. And if you see outer for cumulative from 15 to 20, you have to give a value. Third is that where we give as an institution to choose an option which is appropriate to them on the basis of supporting documents. For example, we are asking the bandwidth internet connection. So you cannot choose anyone that you feel so. If you choose, suppose 500 Mbps to 1 Gbps, you have to upload the supporting documents. Supporting documents will ask you for the, if it is a lease line, will ask you the bills from BSNL or any government authority or the lease provider also. So for everything that you're claiming, you have to provide the supporting documents from the, and it should be an authentic proof. It cannot be any proof that you're uploading, and you will claim that you uploaded the supporting documents. Then it's a quantity matrix where we ask for the input data for the completed academic year. Completed academic means the latest academic year. Percentage of students undertaking field projects, research projects, internship, data for the latest completed academic year. So as of now, the latest completed academic year is 1920. We know that in so many places, the academic year is still not completed. For that, keeping in mind, we are giving extensions also. So all this COVID situation, we are also aware, and we have given extensions to all the HEIs which are in the various stages or who are going to be in the various stages of NAC assessment and accreditation process. And last is extended type, which I told. For this, there is no need to give any separate data during the extended profile only. Whatever the data inputs you have given, it will be automatically calculated out here. For example, full-time teacher ratio, the question was there. Average percentage of full-time teacher against sanction post during the last 5 years. Then, for a better understanding, for finance related, we keep the what is the timeline is 1st April to 31st March. For publication related, we follow the calendar year, that is 1st January to 31st December. So this thing is very important for financial, 1st April to 31st March. For calendar, 1st January to 31st December. And the executive summary, what exactly is executive summary? Where we ask the introductory note about the institution, their basic details, location, vision, mission, type. Then we ask for the criteria wise summary of all the 7 criteria. The maximum size limit for each criteria is not more than 250 words. Then a brief notes on the SWOT analysis which the institution feels is applicable to their HEI. Apart from this SWOT analysis, criteria wise summary, introductory note, any other information that you need to add, you can add. But an overall conclusive statement, including all this, the size limit is 5,000 words only. So the payment of fees, student details for triple S, submit SSR. Once you fill up the SSR, we kindly request you, please go through the details once again. Go through the matrices, go through the glossary, SOP, see the documents as intended to has been uploaded. See the values is matching as per whatever you need to claim with your supporting documents also. Before submission of SSR, you have to give the details of student satisfaction survey. I'll cover in next slide also what exactly student satisfaction survey. So 50% of the student details has to be uploaded. While uploading the student satisfaction survey details for 50%, please ensure the name of the student's email, mobile number does not get repeated. After this, you have to pay the first installment of SSR. Please review all the data inputs and then click the submit button. Withdraw of SSR submitted. If any HCA feels that it can withdraw or wants to submit, it wants to withdraw the SSR, we don't encourage, but however, due to any circumstances, if the institutions want to withdraw the SSR, such institutions they have to host the information on their website that they have withdrawn from the NAC assessment and accreditation process. And we will also host on our website. Such HA will only be applied to apply for NAC assessment accreditation process after 1 year from the date of withdrawal of SSR. And if you have any problem, please contact the support help desk. We are already there to help you out here. Please fill all your AQR. This is support help desk which I have already shown to you. This is all for SSR. I'll be covering the next important step after this, that is data validation and verification. Thank you.